Hey everyone, how's it going? Here's ye old whirlpool running. Don't know if you can see the AJ in there, but coming along. It's starting to get warm out, time to turn it on. Anyway, making this video today to show something else I got here this past Sunday. An old Admiral Super Deluxe. My research saying probably mid to late 70s. I've already checked, it has a Tecumseh AK compressor. And it's actually in remarkably good condition. A little bit of tape there. I'm assuming this is from where they had it sealed in the window. It's in fairly good shape. I don't know if you can see that it does say Admiral on there. I don't know if you can see it from this angle, probably not. It's in fairly decent shape. I don't know if you can see it. It is the AK. It's got the connections down on the side. Haven't opened it yet, so I don't know what date is on it. I'll have to give that a look. But yeah, overall, this thing is in remarkable condition for the age. It looks like somebody took care of it. Matter of fact, if I take this off, you can look at the evaporator coil. Other than having some dirt on it, it's in remarkably good shape. No corrosion at all. Now I'm thinking these look like they're aluminum and not copper, or perhaps there's maybe they're tinned copper or something, but no corrosion at all on these. It's like this thing is in ridiculously good condition for the age. It does have the cycle air option, so no self-adjustable louvers. That it's all automated. The vent door does not move, so I'll have to figure out what's up with that and free it up. But yeah, I mean, this was only, what, 2.5 hours away over in Canton, Ohio. So I went and picked it up, and then it turns out I'm going to have to use it because the Philco I'm trying to use keeps tripping the overload on the compressor, and I don't know why. Here we go, 10,000 BTUs, 1,320 watts, so basically 12 amps. But yeah, sold it to me for 40 bucks. I was like, sure, why not? I'll make the drive for 40 bucks. Made a nice drive on a Sunday afternoon. Not entirely sure about this, but I think, you see that it kind of flops open. I think the filter is supposed to go in between that and the frame here in the back. Not 100% sure. I'll have to play with that and figure it out, but yeah, I just wanted to show this and probably come back here once I start cleaning up, get the chassis opened up and get a look at the insides. Okay, so I got the case off. Here's the cycle air louvers and a little itty bitty 3-watt motor that turns them. Nice squirrel cage in here. Doesn't. Ooh. Might be plastic, I can't tell. A lot of this stuff in here is actually plastic. The metal is thinner than a lot of other older ones, so definitely we're getting to the lighter design. Look at this evaporator, that is gorgeous. I'm fairly certain this is aluminum, because when you come out here to the condenser, it's most definitely copper. And these are also rather small loops too. So, and you can see it's got some corrosion down here. It's got some on the other side as well. And this is the drain right here, but yeah, it lets a good inch of standing water build before it even starts coming out. I could drill a hole in that, I suppose, to make it drain sooner, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Here's the AK. And I can't really get in here to see it. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm assuming, and this is a C, so perhaps March 13th of 73. I know it's from the 70s, from research, but I'm guessing that might be it. It might be from 1973. which makes it 4 years older than the Whirlpool that I have downstairs, which is already turned off. I did wire that Whirlpool for Energy Saver. And seeing as this also has a single cap, it should be relatively easy to wire this for Energy Saver as well. I'll just have to get in there and make sure. Got the little plastic shield lifted up here. I can see down in on the coil. It's dirty. It's been used, hasn't been cleaned lately, but should clean right up. Plastic fan. Motors from Emerson Electric. But yeah, overall not too bad for its age. It's like, other than a little bit of corrosion here at the bottom of the coils, I don't think I've found any rust in this unit at all, other than like on screws, which is amazing to me. So yeah, I'm gonna get this thing all cleaned up and then come back and show you the finished product. Oh yeah, the little thing I feel like I should mention is I've gotten in the habit of when I open these up, I find the wiring diagram wherever it is, and I take a picture of it, and then I can, I save that for reference. Sometimes I'll print it out on a piece of paper as an extra backup. In this case, it was right here. You can see it was only held on by this anymore. It was about the whole size of the whole thing here, and it was held on only by that. So I took a razor blade and carefully took it off as best I could. I did get a picture first. And I use that as save it for like personal reference if I need to work on any wiring or whatever, or if anybody else suddenly has one of these and they need a wiring diagram, I can always provide it. Figure it's just something worthwhile to save if possible, because this old paper and stuff, as soon as you hit it with the hose or whatever, it just falls apart. Like you can see right here, this is just a warning about like using on a, I think 115 volt on a single outlet. It's just falling to pieces. That label's fine, and this one's just falling apart. So when it comes to the wiring diagrams, I try to get a picture of them and then try to carefully remove them as much as possible. Figure it's probably worthwhile to save them, because you never know, you might actually need them at some point. Alright, here we are sometime later. Been cleaned up, hosed out. There was a lot of crap in the pan, like fluffy stuff. I don't know if it's from flowers or seeds or whatever, but all of that's gone. I did have this cover off, and I sprayed down inside behind the evaporator coil, cleaned the little styrofoam catch pan out. Looking pretty good. I did end up adding a little drain hole here, because while I was cleaning, I saw how full this would get, and this would stop draining right here, and I saw how much water was staying in the pan. I thought it was way too much, so I added a little drain hole here, so maybe it doesn't build up as much. If it turns out that was in the wrong spot or whatever, I'll just put tape over it, foil tape or something. It's looking pretty clean. I did rewire it for Energy Saver. So whenever the thermostat is satisfied and disconnects power, everything should turn off. I gotta get this back on, and then the front cover and the side levers. Should only take a few minutes. Alright, all back together. Let's see if I can tip it up. Oops, don't want to go too far. I don't know how well that shows up. It does say Admiral. It's kind of faded. Anyway, I want to go ahead and give it a test fire up. And it's hot enough out here. The thermostat is just on. That's how hot it is out here, so it doesn't really matter where I put this. When I push a button, it will have power. So I won't really get a proper test of Energy Saver till later, but there's the fan. Let's turn cycle air on. Oh yeah. Alright, let's try cool. cycle air off here so it stops blowing into the camera. Alright, so this wants to rattle. Wonderful. Ooh, boy. Wow, that is cold. That is cold. Back here doesn't feel terribly hot yet. I can feel a little bit of heat. It's not a ton. Wowee, is it blowing cold. And this coil is frigid to the touch, yo. Alright, well it definitely works, so test run successful. Alright, next thing is go put it in the window. Alright, final install is complete. Other than a few odds and ends tidying up some air leaks around the window, but more or less it's finished. So the thermostat is now clicking on and off, so let's test the energy saver feature, see if it works. Nothing should happen, it should be off. Even cycle air is not running. Alright. Yeah, let's leave it on max cool and see what happens. There we go. So the energy saver feature, or energy saver conversion works. I still gotta put a filter in it too. But all in all, not bad. Let's go put the cycle air on. Not bad for what I believe is from 1973. Oh boy, it's already blowing cold. Alright, thanks for watching. Maybe I'll have a video for another one soon.